The church bells of Merion ring out across the ground this evening. We're here on this Wednesday. Bank holiday weekends really do mess up a week, don't they? Wednesday evening, and the Pembroke seconds taking on Clontarf seconds. 20 over game. It's the first midweek game of 2026, and it's a lovely evening for it. I don't even have my coat on at this stage. The Pembroke side, Anna Beale, Anna Sims, Anna Lynn MacDonald, Emma Mullin, Georgia Beattie, Izzy McLean, Jessica Duffy Mullin, Kim Lee MacDonald, Very Nickel, Susie Whaley, and Van Shika Schutler. The Clontarf side, Francesca Lawless, Hannah Lee, Hannah Pasley, Justine Blake, Katie O'Toole, Laura Cullen, Lily Pointer, Lucy O'Toole, Megan McGreer, Rosie Newman-Jones, and Susan Lawless. So there's your lineups. Now, very helpfully showing you on the screen. A few other games on this evening. One other game on this evening. We'll keep an eye out for that. Emma Mullin and Susie Whaley are the opening bats, and Rosie Newman-Jones taking the ball. We're underway. Well, first boundary of 2026 during the week. And a super shot it was too. Feel free to join us on the chat. 8 devices connected at the moment. Well, that'll be 7 now. I've turned my phone off. Sun shining, bit of heat in it. A lovely way to break up your week. Simon Heaney. Probably appear at his window later on, if he hasn't already. We've already seen a few of these players playing on the first 11. Mullin, a more than capable bat. And we saw last season the potential that is Susie Whaley. She scored a fabulous century.
Judging by the hash, should we just drop this?
Yeah, perhaps a dot. Yeah, that makes it a lot colder. That's grand.
You can see.
No, it's grand. Just adjusting the height of the gazebo for the height of the sun. Of course, as soon as we do that, it finds a I don't have to wave every time though, no? Just Niall and I on duty this evening. Hannah Lee it is who's taken the ball from the St John's end. There's Andy Hill from a very successful 6-11 game in Adamstown on Sunday. Good win for you, Andy. We smashed them, and a thumbs up from the standing skipper of the sixth. How many wickets did you get? No. I'd have thought I'd have thought Early Park would have suited you. Top right of your screen, you'll see the Pembroke bench. Eager, willing, but hoping that they don't have to go in just yet. Oh, that one was full toss and dispatched. Mullin onto it very quickly, punched it away through the offside, ran beautifully across the grass, found the rope, and 4 more onto the total. Nicely played away to the offside. Commuters peering over the hedge, seeing cricket in progress. Pulled away to the leg side this time. There is a fielder on the boundary at square leg.
I'm far enough out.
I'm just making sure you guys get your steps up really clean. No, it's so important that Colo stays with the bowler.
Here.
My vice captain has to stay with the bowler.
Yeah. Newman Jones to resume. Played in the air over the fielder and straight down to Michael Sharp corner. And that's a lovely shot. Just played with enough elevation to clear the fielder, and then nothing was going to stop it. And a good length ball, done for length there, Whaley. Looking to play an expansive shot. The ball got under a bat, through to the stumps, and that's the first wicket to fall. Score 15 for 1. Just done by length here. Through a shot. There is the score. Now showing us the replay again. Here you are, Bill. That's the replay you want to see. Can you play that one again now? Or let it loop?
After this one.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, it's clip the top of the stumps. And that brings Shukla Cheeky to the crease. That's a big wicket for Clontarf.
Yeah, how far is it, Katie? Okay. Okay. Let's go, Rosie.
Well, sees through the over, gets off the mark. Everyone happy. Clontarf happy that they've taken the wicket. Pembroke not unhappy with the score. 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. Over in Marion playing Phoenix. This level, Division 2, 4 for 1. Similar starts then on both sides.
Frankie, can you go to the boundary, please? Let's go, Hannah.
Now you can see what a beautiful evening it is. We might have to drop one more. Of course, I could just move the chair 3 inches and it'll be fine. Well, half-hearted appeal.
Let's go, Hannah.
That's nicely picked up off her legs, but equally nicely fielded on the boundary. Good throw, gets it back into the keeper. Nice shot all the same, but that's a fine piece of fielding. And equally nice shot out on the offside by Mullin.
Really good, girls, really good. Let's go, Hannah.
Oh, in the air, through the offside, just beats the fielder at cover and makes its way to the fence. Oh, super shot, a good reward, but oh, was it a little risky? Very much a Simpson sky up there tonight. White fluffy clouds. Most common weather for here, really. Pulled off the stumps, and again that fielder at square leg, making absolutely sure the ball doesn't reach the boundary and no more than 1 run is conceded. Those of you who missed the weekend's coverage, the fifths on Saturday were, well, pretty much second best for most of the game, but somehow they got to a stage where they needed 4 off the last ball to tie. It wasn't to be. It turned into a cracking game of cricket. 27 for 1 then from 4 overs. Susie Whaley is the bat who has found her way back to the pavilion. Got bowled by a very good delivery. Super length, came back a little bit. She played over the top of it. And that saw her batting done for the day. There's always the next game. Until there isn't. pulled round his leg based on the length of the delivery. And very nicely done too.
Okay, that's good. Good work.
Just the faintest of inside edges, I think. Saved her there. Got the ball to deflect past the stumps when it looked very much like it was going to crash into them. Finest of edges. Allows the bats to swap ends. Third over now for Rosie Newman-Jones. Again, that length causing problems for the Pembroke bats this evening. Clubbed down to long on. They're going to have to run those. The ball will not make the rope. But some good running there from Pembroke. Five overs gone then, 32 for one.
Craig, you want to go and find tape to tape up your pen?
Oh, yes, yes. No, reminding me that the click of my pen is one of the most irritating things to him. So next time you meet Noel, make sure you bring a pen.
Right, capital, right.
Oi! Oh, nicely played away, but the boundary rider, well, you can see why she's been put there on the fence. Super throw right in over the top of the bails, as it should be. So back to my recap of the weekend. Sunday saw the seconds play the Hills in the Second 11 Premier League. Just a little bit outside. The Hills First were also playing on Sunday in the First 11 League. And as a result, it was a slightly weakened Hills side, you feel. That, well, they fell to defeat. Cracking shot. You hear it hit the fence just at the same time as somebody in the nets finds the middle of their bat. Another boundary, score trotting along. Hannah Lee. Bowling well. Seems expensive, but a lot of those boundaries have been dragged off the stumps. Oh, that's unfortunate. Went for it with high hands. May have been better off a step further back and taking it slightly closer to the eye line. As it was, it just bounced from the hands and made its way to the boundary. Unfortunate. Plenty of encouragement. Always a feature of the women's game in Ireland is the amount of encouragement that teammates give to each other at this level. Oh, that's unfortunate. Super piece of fielding, but she was too close to the rope, and as a result, took a step over. Evening, Martin. How are you?
Warmest part of the ground.
Hmm?
Warmest part of the ground.
For a change.
Yeah.
I'd say the wall's not bad.
Yeah.
That is the end of the over. Another one slips by. And that is the shot that gets them there. These two establishing themselves now. Cheeky moving on to 23 off just 15 deliveries. And Emma Mullen, well, she's still there, not faced much recently. But what she has, she's been effective. Pembroke going along at 8 and over. Mullen is on 16. The score is 48 for 1 off 6. And these two have already managed to put on a stand of 33. And they've done it in just 3 and a bit overs. First change of bowling now. Took a step across, used the feet nicely, and gets the reward for it as well. Chased after a wide one, but did so with her feet as well. And that makes it much easier, getting across your stumps. And Niall's camera work just gets better and better. $50 up then for Pembroke after just 37 deliveries. So nothing wrong at all with the run rate as it is at the moment. Mullen taking a big step backwards to play that out in the offside, exposing a stump or two. Just as there was at the weekend. Sea breeze. Oh, that one's got past the keeper. There is a fielder chasing after it. She might get to it. That rope just has been moved an awful lot closer to the sight screen.
Did you hear me swear when I noticed that?
Well, that's 4 that Clontarf. They've done quite well thus far with extras. But this one going for 5 wides. Well, when we set that boundary, we set that rope a good 4, 5, 6 feet into the field of play on a health and safety basis. Nobody wants to be running into that metal contraption. 10 off the over so far. It was unfortunate when that one did beat the keeper. It's gone for 5 wides. Makes up half the over. That's much better. And recognised as such. Shukla doing a good job keeping that one out. There is a small crowd. More a gathering than a crowd. McDonald's with us. Brona and Martin. A few other people down on the wall. Coming around the wicket now. Pushing it across the face of the bat. And with 7 overs gone, the score has moved on to 59. Let's just have a look at how this score has accumulated. See that one big over. That's an over that went for 16. Mullin now on 21, scoring it over a runner ball, as is Vanshika Shukla. 23 off just 18. Tries to go big again, luckily manages to pick the right trajectory, clears the bowler and falls in front of the fielders. You see here, well, just getting over. Justine Blake it is, who was unfortunate on that occasion. Oh, and another chance, 2 in 2 really. That one actually getting to the hands, but it was hit firmly. Very firmly indeed. Good effort to go to us at left. But the ball just bursting through the first hand to get there. This time the shot is lofted quite deliberately into a vacant area of the ground through extra cover, and that brings up 4 runs. And latching onto that one and powering it through. Once again, the sounds of encouragement, as well as evening bird song. Disturbed by the bowling of a wide. I hope you all had good days today. The weather didn't look too bad in the outside world. This one again in the air, and again just picks her spot beautifully as to where to put it. Trots through for the single. The discussions. Fuller length, swept to square leg. I'm not sure the name of the fielder down at square leg, but I can tell you she has saved a dozen runs at least at this stage. Good over there, 67, 8 coming from it. But Justine Blake bowling quite well there. Just the one wide and one boundary. So 8 gone, 67 on the board at the run rate. Trotting along. We won't worry about that at the moment. There's still plenty of overs to go. 12 overs, in fact, in this innings. However, we will note that these two now have a 50 partnership. 52 they've put together since they came together in the third over. And that is the end of the partnership. And Emma Mullin, it is, who departs. She's gone for 23. That's a wicket just when Clontarf needed it. And in fact, some would say that's a wicket just when Clontarf really needed it. Those two have just reached the 50 partnership. Mullin departs for those 23 runs you see on your scoreboard. You see me peeking out from behind the monitor, just keeping an eye on proceedings. Step back to give herself room again. Perhaps that really called for another one of her pull shots, but not to be. O'Toole, who had a torrid first over, has picked up a wicket and suddenly has figures of 1 for 11, which sound a lot better than 11 off her first over. Izzy McLean comes to the middle. Looking to be busy, pushing the ball inside the ring and getting a single for it. This one drifting down leg. The umpire happy enough with it. Nicely played along the carpet, out to mid-wicket. Fierce throw comes back. Ordinarily, when a new bat comes to the wicket, you'd expect an over or two where it'd be a bit quieter whilst they find their feet. I just don't think that's going to be Izzy McLean's game.
A while ago. But, oh.
Many thanks, James. Very kind. Oh, he's in front, was it? Pitched outside leg, perhaps? Coming round the wicket. Yeah, pitched outside leg, hit her outside leg. Might have gone on to hit the stumps, but it certainly wasn't LBW. Oh, no, 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 no. The original call seemed to be on the sound of the ball on the bat. There it is. That's the one that pitched outside leg. And that is the best over for Clontarf for quite a while. Just the 3 runs coming from it and that first wicket for O'Toole. Justine Blake into her second over now. In the air, hooked, spooned into the leg side. Blake certainly creating opportunities. There may have been a run or two taken. Again, the sun makes a welcome appearance. Just as Blake gets one past the edge of Cheeky's bat. And that's a fine catch, lifted in to the covers, short cover, takes the catch, and we see the end of Shukla for 29. 2 wickets in 2 overs for Clontarf. And those 2 wickets, Clontarf will really feel have brought them back into the game. The run rate was going along at a good rate for Pembroke, but now with 2 new bats at the crease, will that start to come down? Nice. Soft hands out of the way of the knees. So often the knees can get in the way there and jar the ball loose. But that's a fine catch. And Justine Blake gets her first wicket. $70 for 3 then as Kim Lee McDonald comes to the crease.
Thank you, we can't listen.
Well, having conceded 8 runs in a first over, could she be about to record a wicket maiden? Well, sorry, Justine. One off the over, but a wicket taken. 71 for 3 at the halfway mark.
Off you go. We probably got to apologise.
Well, at the halfway mark, here is the Pembroke card so far. As you can see, good starts by Mullin and Schukler. And that's helped Pembroke get to that score of 71 for 3, as the temperature has dropped dramatically. The lads in nets won't notice it. Dead ball to start the over. Katie O'Toole into her 3rd over. Well spotted the wicketkeeper. McDonald's swinging bat has gone back and hit the stumps. And that is hit wicket. Not a dismissal we see very often. Let's just confirm it was in fact the bat that did this. No, the ball has gone onto the stumps. She is bowled. O'Toole picks up a second. I thought it's the swinging bat there that may have done it, but no, the damage had been done. Another couple of thousand of commuters unchained from their desks. Nice shots, sir. Unchained from their desks, heading back to the south of Dublin. Perhaps even the north of Wicklow. I wonder if any of our viewers are on the Dart or public transport. Yeah, pinballed its way through. McLean keen to look for a second. Beattie happy to be down at the non-striker's end. Oh, 2 for 15 now from her 14 deliveries. Flashing blade from McLean. Again, another good ball, but on this occasion, slight misfield. Let's McLean take the single. Score moves on to 73 for 4. As always, it's the loss of wickets that will bring the run rate down. It was up at 8.5. It's come back down to, well, it's close to 7. But there's definitely been a slowing of the rate. Oh, not quite close enough to the bowler's follow through. Just out of reach. Oh, great piece of fielding. Oh, super stuff. It did pop up into her hand a little. Well, everyone a little surprised at that piece of fielding. O'Toole now with figures of 2 for 17 from her 3 overs, and let's see how she and her colleagues with the ball have fared thus far for Clontarf. Well, you see the figures all there for you. We'll go through them in detail, but notice the partnership of 53. Thanks, Niall. Deemed to be close enough.
Sorry, I screwed up the replay, so.
Yeah.
Fielding was worth it.
Nicely played away, but beautifully caught. And Beatty's stay is a short one. And the wickets keep tumbling for Pembroke now. 74 for 5. It was a full-blooded shot. And Blake picks up another wicket. 9 for 2 wickets now. And also in her third over. Nice ground made up. Kept her eyes on the ball. Arms out in front of her. And took a super catch to the delight of her teammates. Here is the shot. Beatty giving herself some room on the offside, but got underneath it, lifted it, and saw the catch taken. The scoreboard having trouble keeping up at the moment. Wickets are falling that quickly. There has been a wicket in each of the previous 4 overs now. Pembroke was 67 for 1 after 8, and now with just a mere 7 runs on the board, they've lost 4 wickets, and this has really pegged them back. And Clontarf, well, you can tell from the chat in the field and the smiles on the faces, they are delighted with the way this game is progressing at the moment. Anna Beale, a little fortunate, but gets off the mark. Did well to squeeze that one out, really. Nice straight drive from McLean. Straight back to the bowler, though. Blake now going around the wicket to Beale. This might suit the left-hander. Anything on her pads, she will sweep square. Got herself into position nice and early. Swept it round the corner and picks up a boundary. Well, I'm not in the prediction game for good reason. But Anna Beale does favour that shot. Super shot, found the boundary. Exactly what a side needed. Blake now at 15 for 2 from her 3 overs. Eight overs remain. Still over a runner ball for Pembroke, and that's a positive. That means they'll be setting a target somewhere around 120. 2/3 of the way there, with 2/3 of the wickets gone, overs gone. Half of the wickets. There goes Becker Gallagher cycling up the wall. Another one pulled out to the leg side. This time the fielder gets there. Annabelle always chatty on or off the field. Another one for Beale to turn on, but on this occasion she left it. It hit the wicket keeper, but not enough to stop it.
For now, that'll do.
Izzy McLean departs. Another over, another wicket. 5 in a row now.
Ready?
Yeah,
Because it's going to be
yeah.
the best I can do.
Stumped. Stumped. Such a quiet wicket. Bill. Bill.
You decided not to do my
Hey, you want more than that. Well, another successful over for Clontarf. 1 leg by, or 1 by, 1 run, and the wicket of Izzy McLean. Question has to be at this stage. Will Pembroke bat out their overs? There's our Heath Robertson answer to there being a hole in the back of the nets, which is rather too close to us for our liking. So Niall's put a catching chair, a very, very short first slip. Lily Pointer now, the 5th bowler to be used tonight. Annabelle gets something on it and gets through for the single. And very Nickel it is who's joining her in the middle. Firm shot from Nickel. Good early call, committed to the run. And they get through for it. That's the earlier glove around the corner from Beale. That is a very good delivery. Impressive opening over this from Pointer. Well, again, Bill, the unorthodox, gets this one over the keeper's head. Gets through for the single. Nickel with a good eye and a solid bat finds the fence. Super shot for that. 89 the score moves on to. But that is a good first over from Lily Pointer. Just the 7 from it. And one of those, well, just strayed a bit. Nickel took advantage. Well, beautifully placed, beautifully timed. Split 2 fielders, found the fence just as Pembroke needed. Nice shot on the offside. It will be chased down. It will be just a single. We've seen the arm come from that side. Newman-Jones now into her 5th and final over. Not keeping anything for the end. Umpire unmoved. That's certainly the line to employ. Even her teammates are asking her to take it easy with the big throw back in. About a dozen people here now. If you finished your dinner or whatever, do consider popping down for the second innings anyway. Beale, again, swivelling round, playing it just behind square on the leg side. Nickel coming across the stumps. And that is the end of the over. That's 15 gone. And that's 2 overs in a row where Clontarf haven't taken a wicket. Junior sides netting this evening. And I have to say, really is good to see numbers so high. Competition for places. Again, Nickel forcing one out towards square leg. Sensible batting this from these two. Two experienced campaigners at this stage. Bill saw one she liked there, and like it she did. She has powered that away. Through mid-wicket. 4 runs collected. $98 for 6. Again, the weather being so kind to us. We haven't even had a rain delay as yet this season. The 4th are due here on Saturday. I'm sure that will be the day. And he's given. Bill had stepped right across. And didn't really leave the umpire with much choice other than to give her out. 98 for 7 now. And this is the reason why. Pitch is in line, hits are in line, going on to hit middle and leg. Pointer picks up a second wicket. Just came back to it, looking again to sweep it round the corner. Missed the ball. It didn't miss her. And she's on her way. 94 for 7. Beale departing for... Oh, scoreboard disappeared on me. 14. Anna Lynn McDonald comes in to join Nickel. The question is, in the remaining 4.1 overs, how many can Pembroke add? Or how quickly can Clontarf pick up these 3 wickets? $98 for 7 then. Just 4 overs remaining in this Pembroke innings, or 3 wickets, depending which comes first. From the encouragement on the pitch, I'm guessing Hannah Lee returning. She suffered a bit of tap earlier on from the Pembroke top order. May find it different now with 9 and 10 in front of her. Well, that one well outside the off stump, and still Nickel Trying to pull it out to cow corner. Swing at one outside off, goes through to the keeper, dot ball. Just finding that corridor of uncertainty outside off stump. Nickel not really stepping across to them, and as a result, they're getting through to the keeper. 4 dot balls so far, and this the 17th over. This time just slipping a little too far out of reach. Nicky, could you rattle your keys a bit more for us? Well, the crowd grows by 1 as Nicky Bell assembles her chair. Well, Pembroke have 100 up on the board now. Clontarf have them second, 7 down. Justine Blake now returns to the attack. Dot ball, no run taken. Nickel very definitely looking for the fence now. Well, this time they do get through for a single. Good call from McDonald. This is a big hit for McDonald in the air, though. And the catch is taken. Oh, the catch is put down. She had it all the way there. But again, no recriminations. Pembroke add another to the total. Well, Blake gets a wicket anyway. Very next delivery, well pitched up. And it's enough to account for Nickel on this occasion. Well, it's a tale of partnerships today. 15, 52, 3, 1, 3, 8, 16, 3. There is the wicket to fall. Well, that's pretty much what you want. Just push back middle stump enough for the bails to collapse to the ground. And it's 102 for 8 now. which means that was a partnership of 4, not 3. Blake now with 3 for 17. And a new bat at the middle. Jessica Duffy Mullin. That's nicely played away on the leg side. Into the gap between 2 fielders. And not only does she get off the mark, she will retain the strike. Pembroke doing well here to make sure they don't commit the first cardinal sin of limited overs cricket, which is not using your overs. Two overs remain then, and Hannah Lee it is who will bowl the final over that we will see from the nursery end in this innings. Nicely played to square leg, sort of chopped there. They get through for another one. Every run matters now. Annalyn McDonald, skipper of this team. Big swing, one outside off. I really wouldn't think that we're just 6 kilometres, 5 kilometres from O'Connell Bridge. Feel like we're eavesdropping on the chat between short third and keeper. Good swing of the bat, makes contact, but timing not quite there on this occasion. Steps across to try and reach it, swings away from it. 1 ball left then in this, the penultimate over. The final one from the nursery end, as I said. And Hannah Lee, well, she's looking to finish quite impressively. Her first spell, well, it was expensive, but she has made a superb comeback now. Just 1 single from this over so far. Well, I say that, I'm sorry, Hannah. Sorry. Oh, where James is the oracle, I am but the kiss of death. No worries. Catching this one on the volley. And that is a super over. Just 2 runs added to the score. And now Pembroke will be delighted that they've taken this into 20 overs. One over remains then in this Pembroke innings, in this Division 2 clash between the Pembroke Vixens I've now thought about this. I've decided that's not the right word. You can't just apply the club's mascot in a female form. Clontarf did win the toss, decided to field first, and early on they would have wondered if that was the right decision. 67 for 1 Pembroke were after 8 overs, and it's taken them the next 12 to get the equivalent of 33 runs. It's been a good performance from Clontarf. That's the shot she's been looking for. Finally one in her arc. She pulls it out towards cow corner. It's not going to make the boundary, but they do pick up 2 very welcome runs, and maybe a third. No, they're backing up by the third fielder there, doing a fine job. Three for 21, fine figures. And now with just 3 balls remaining in the innings, can she stop Pembroke reaching Nelson? Oh, another dot ball, just missing the stumps. You can see the exasperation of the bowler. You heard the ooh of the fielder. These two have done a good job. I don't think they'd be too embarrassed to be called the tail, but they're doing their best to wag, and they've done their best to get it into the 20th over. Another big shot, this one in the air. There's a fielder coming forward, and she takes the catch on this occasion. And that is the end of Annalyn MacDonald, and she departs for 3. And the 9th wicket has fallen with the score on 108, with just 2 balls remaining. Well, she was so keen to repeat the shot, but on this occasion, it went up in the air. That's the previous one that just brought the exasperation from the bowler. And then this is the one. It came off the toe. The fielder's coming in. Eyes on the ball, always soft hands. And the 9th wicket falls. Well, it's an urgent run, and they get through for it. And over is called, and Pembroke have reached the heady heights of 108 for 9. They really thought they'd be heading for a total bigger than that at the start. Well, plenty of people got in. Nobody really went on after that. But here is a first run of the season. Always good to get that off your back. Anna Sims it was. Picks up a single and takes Pembroke to 109 for 9, which means that Clontarf will need 110 in the second innings. Here is the batting lineup. Emma Mullin and Shukla Van Shika were the 2 main scorers there. Anna Bill contributed later on. Extras, just 15 extras. That is better than many sides we've seen so far this season, and that is great to see. Well done, Clontarf. They really did peg it back, but, well, there's a few people there who will be eager to get out in the next game and have another go. That's a great thing about cricket. Doesn't matter how badly you think it went. Justine Blake ends up with 4 for 22, and that's a superb return for her. First few overs weren't particularly economical, but she's come back and taken wickets and restricted runs. Lily Pointer, great to see her pick up a wicket in her first 2 overs there. And Katie O'Toole, another one who may have struggled early on, but came back beautifully and took 2 for 17 from her 3. Hannah Lee, well, didn't take any wickets today, but one can see that she will in the future. So Pembroke will require 110. Clontarf will require 110 in the second innings, and we hope you join us for that. You'll have to excuse me for a moment, as I need to use the facilities. Welcome back to Sydney Parade on this early May Wednesday. And I have to say, it's a little bit chilly. The breeze cutting through the gazebo here. Well, the match situation in this Pembroke women's seconds against Clontarf women's seconds is neatly... Oh, yes, please. So yes, Pembroke put into bat, were 67 for 1 off 8 and have ended up 41 runs later after 20 overs with 9 down. Now the reply comes. Very nickel. And straight away, Clontarf's pursuit begins. Oh, it's chopped just past the stumps. Opportunity. Very nickel, of course, very experienced. First team bowler as well. Plays a lot of cricket. Right on the stumps. Good bowling from Nickel. This one pulled off the stumps and clipped away. Well, we'll say mid-wicket. Just a flash of the bat on the first boundary of this second innings. Newman-Jones opened the bowling, now opening the batting. This one dug out, gets past Beattie. Chases it down well, gets it back, but a couple of runs taken.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm okay. No, it's okay.
Well, that's the end of the first over. And a successful one for Clontarf. 10 coming from it. And when you're only chasing 108, no, 110 for victory. A 9 for 9 Pembroke managed. Yeah. It's doing its best to break through the sun. Beale on now from the St John's end. Full toss is fired out to square leg. But Susie Whaley equal to the task. And that will bring O'Toole onto strike. You can see the sun doing its best, lighting up that sky. Doing its best to just burst through. Much better delivery on this occasion from Beale. But Newman Jones is alert and gets through. Ooh. Just 3 singles from the first 3 balls. Nicely clipped off the stumps. Absolutely no fear cricket. Playing shots at deliveries. Really, if you don't make contact, they see the back of you. Thudding into the pants on the pads on this occasion. Outside off, clipped away with the toe of the bat, down towards Con's nook. And it passes the fence before the fielder can get to it. And that ends the over. 7 coming from it. 17 without loss now, Clontarf. Helicopter in the vicinity. As we see that shot again, clearing the field up. The helicopter heading off to Dublin Airport. Driven back down the ground, chipping the bowler on her follow-through. Anna Sims, that is, doing some fine fielding down below. Hit down the ground, Beattie it is, and it beats her outstretched hand. And another boundary, and the run's flowing now for Clontarf. No concern for Pembroke thus far. They themselves started off as a canter before slowing into a jog and a walk. Oh, that one's beaten the keeper. Duffy Mullin doing a fabulous job cleaning up. Oh, she's bowled up, enticed the sweep, it swung back, and somehow it's made its way through to those stumps, and Pembroke pick up the first wicket, 24 on the board. Ironically, Pembroke lost their own first wicket in the 3rd over. Here it is again. There's the one that beat the outstretched hand. May have clipped a finger of Beattie there. And then this is the wicket. It seemed to be leg side, but it swung back beautifully and crashed into the stumps. First wicket down then, 24 on the board. This is how it looked from the nursery end. Sun's starting to drop. You can see the length of the shadows now. I need another hour's sunlight, I'd say. Hannah Paisley. Pasley is the new bat. Trying to reach my hat. Fine bowling this from Nicol.
Put the back down, put the foot down anywhere.
Yeah, here. See.
Thank you. Hell with the cakes.
Should have been 160 or 140 fan. I had it at 160. That's a little bit darker than I would like.
Okay. But that's why you do these things in advance.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it mightn't taste. I don't know.
We're just
See on Saturday.
discussing some baking that's going on.
I'm going to make chocolate biscuit cake as well, but decided I'd wait until tomorrow to do that.
Good ball from Beale, tailing in towards middle stump, clipped away to square leg. They get through for a single. Score moves on to 25. Good delivery.
Who is keeping wicket as well, is it?
Izzy McLean. That's a nice shot out on the offside. Emma Mullin traditionally takes up station on the railway line. And that's nicely played away. Susie Wadey with a good bit of fielding, got both hands down to it.
Yeah, but who's that?
That's Susie.
The one straight in front of me.
So it wasn't Susie Whaley,
That was Georgia Beatty.
Georgia Beatty.
Susie Bailey, or Susie Whaley is on the boundary.
Square leg.
Yeah.
4 overs gone, 27 runs on the board, just the 1 wicket down, just 83 more runs required. Well, this game is there for Clontarf now.
Tell me where your bag, who's that?
Slightly more relaxed look. Susie Whaley on to bowl though. The leg bye is called through. It's my absolute delight and pleasure to welcome Charlie Verbrecht.
Good evening, Craig. Good
How are
evening,
you?
everybody. I'm very well. How are you?
Good, good. You made it down.
Yeah.
You've got your gloves with you.
Oh, I'm not. This is not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
No. in the air, but over the head of the field. That's going to run away for 4. Good start here for Clontarf, matching the good start for Pembroke earlier.
You were watching.
Pembroke lost a number of wickets, though. That brought that start to a close. We'll see what happens here. That's pushed away for none.
Niall's got a coat on, and now Fleet's here. Do you want a pair of gloves, Amanda?
Those are gardening gloves. I guess it counts. I mean, in this weather, you'd go for some surgical gloves just for anything. That's a hot
Lovely.
shot. That's straight away off to the offside. That's going to run away for 4, straight to the chapel. Lovely shot by Paisley.
Pasley.
Well, however you pronounced it, that ball was hit hard. She stepped right into it, and look at the look on her face. Fantastic. She's like, see you later.
One more look at it. You can see she's cleared that front foot out of the way and powered it through the offside. Now back live again. Another one squirting off the inside edge of the bat. And Bill doing the fielding.
Oh, Pasley. Yeah, there is no I in it.
Yeah.
There's no I in Pasley.
Well, apparently not.
Apparently not. Okay, fair enough. Stand corrected. Whaley walks back to her mark. Here she comes. That one slapped to the onside. There's a deep fielder circling around. It'll be just 1. Oh, no, it'll be 2. Look at that.
Yep, they saw the fielder had a distance to go, took advantage. So, Charlie, are you appearing for the Silver Foxes tomorrow?
No, this was a very competitive selection.
It was,
to
wasn't it?
play at College Park.
It was a fine game to actually sort of say, no, I'm not available.
And I
hope to get in and have a look.
Captain Bell was very clear that availability for previous away games would be a factor in selection.
I understand.
And I had been available for previous away games. At the same time, I did not put myself available for selection. It'll be fun. Maybe there'll be another opportunity to play down there.
I believe they're playing 12 aside, just so everyone gets a game, and 2 of the Silver Foxes are playing for the Herald.
That is the spirit of cricket. I love to hear that. After 5, Clontarf for 39 for 1. That'll bring on Georgia Beattie. Here she comes. I was struck straight down over Beattie's head. Deep fielder circling around. She'll cut it off. They're coming back for the second. The throw comes in. They'll make it safely.
Fine bowler, Beattie. They can get the ball to move around. But at the moment, Pembroke needs to take wickets in order to slow that run rate down.
Absolutely. Straight into the hands of the fielder. And stopped, if not fielded cleanly, but no damage done for no run.
Good work, this by Pembroke in the field. Full commitment to the cause. Very nickel that was.
Fuller from Beattie, good delivery. Could hear the crack of the sound on that block. Very solid.
Yes, these two came together with the score on 24. They've added 17 since then. And just 69 required now.
It was a great start from Pembroke, slowed down by that rapid fall of wickets.
5 wickets in 5 overs for 15 runs.
That's another hot shot to the offside. Close infielder Beal gets it just for 1.
A little flinch there as the cry came out from the men's nets of watch it. In no danger though.
Straight to the hands of Mary Nicol, who stops it again this time.
I'm just feeling how cold my fingers are and imagining just how much that would sting as it smacks into your hands.
I think you Yeah, I think because we're sitting here and we're under shade,
Mm.
we feel the cold a little bit differently.
Oh, very much so.
That's not in the air. I can't see it. No, that's on the ground, on the leg side. Diving,
that's
fielding
4.
effort. No, yeah, it'll go for 4.
She fielded it and then rolled over the fence.
Mm.
Well, not the fence. That would have been it. One for the end of the season. She rolled over the rope and it was another 4. There we go. She has the ball in her hands. And that's 4 more onto the total.
Yeah, that's a bummer of a feeling when you have the ball in your hands, then you turn around, you look, and you said, "Oh no, I'm over the rope."
Oh, she would have felt that.
Yeah.
Oh, you roll over the rope on your back, you certainly feel. Oh, it was on her leg, so, but you still feel it.
Well, that's the full effort there. That'll bring back Whaley for her second over from the nursery end. Whaley facing down Pasley. Hit hard straight towards the fielder on the offside on the boundary, that short boundary side here on Cyril's way, just 1 run.
Nicola again doing fine work. She's really working well in the field and bowled well at the start as well.
Yeah, but Newman Jones and Pasley looking very comfortable, both striking above 100. Pushed away to the offside for 1. Rotating the strike, that all works. It's a lovely evening. Nice and cool. Brisk, you might say.
Brisk, that's a good word for it.
Brisk.
And also with the possibility of rain.
Oh,
Look out to the left there. That is rain-bearing cloud.
I dare not look. It's blocked back to Whaley for no run. Yeah, I don't even want to look over there because I see the flag is not blowing in the direction we want to keep that weather
Yeah.
away.
No, it's not. I have a feeling.
2 good deliveries in a row from Whaley, just blocked back to her. Building a couple of dots, maybe building some pressure here.
Thank you.
Slowing down the strike
And-
rate of Pasley and Newman Jones, who are both striking over 100. So this partnership has been very successful for Clontarf. Let's see if Pembroke can try to slow it down. That's an errant delivery, but clubbed out of the air by Pasley. Scampers through for 1. She really reached up and got that one. That was kind of, look at that. The badminton stroke even, above her shoulder. Definitely reach out and touch someone effort. The no balls as well as the runs.
Half century up now for Clontarf in pursuit of just 110.
That one smoked along the ground on the onside for 1 run. Yeah, the runs are, maybe not flowing as much in this over, but they were in the previous couple. Clontarf chugging along here.
Chugging along at 7.5 and over.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's chugging.
Yeah, that's true. That's if it's chugging like bullet training.
I think I'm okay.
That'll bring an end
Okay.
to the 7th. Clontarf 51 for 1.
Yeah, 7 overs gone, that 50 up. Now, in comparison, I mean, before we go all doom and gloom about this, Pembroke were 59 for 1 at the same stage. So, both sides have got off to good starts.
Right.
It's just about taking wickets.
And then the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, bang, 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 bang.
Wicket
5
every
wickets, 5
over.
overs. Yeah, so we'll see. It looks like it's gonna take that kind of performance from the bowling as we
Now
see the
that's-
worm.
That's slightly, because it's already added in the 8th over as having no runs. So it does give it that little tail off at the end.
That's pulled on the full
That
to
will-
the short boundary.
that will bring it up again. If we went back to the worm now, you'd see it's heading the right way for
Yeah.
Clontarf.
Newman Jones stepped forward to that one and swept it on the full. Lovely job by her around the corner, straight to the chapel. Well-deserving shot, well-deserving of 4 runs. Take another look at it from the reverse angle. There she goes and gets it down the leg side on the full. Great shot.
Well, that one also going down to leg, but getting there an entirely different way. Inside of the edge of the bat. But Pasley's doing her role here perfectly. She's scoring at about a runner ball. Rosie Newman-Jones, she's scoring at 150 at the moment. You know, a run and a half a ball. And at the moment, you have to wonder where Pembroke are going to get a wicket from.
Well, these batters do seem very comfortable. Maybe maybe the next change of bowling might bring a little bit of luck. That one's also swept again on the full.
That's the replay.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Speed of the...
Oh.
Wait until he slows it down to ultra slow.
Oh, really?
Frame by frame stuff now Niall can do.
Nice.
Clubbed onto the leg side, down towards Cal. Shukler it is doing the fielding. There, sweep around the corner. Got enough on that, did Emma. Anna, that's Sims. Fielding down there, doing a fine job protecting the clubhouse. This one hit straight back, past the bowler. And Beale it is who does the fielding down in that corner. Yeah, that cloud is dark and it's low. I don't like the look of that.
Yeah, my left leg is starting to feel a little bit colder.
The temperature has definitely dropped. There we were recently just talking about the sun bursting through the clouds.
And the flag is coming from the gray direction now.
Yes.
Beatty steams in.
That's a big shot into the leg side. It falls short of the fielder, but the fielding is such that they only get one.
Yeah, Shukla caught that high off the bounce, fired it in. The bowler needed a little bit of help recovering it, but held the runner. That's the end of the over. After 8, Clontarf 60 for the cost of 1 wicket.
Well, Pembroke definitely need to improve on the wicket taking. Oh, again, they're just taking balls off middle stump here. You know, it's not that they're
not just
or anything.
Yeah, they're not just waiting for bad balls.
It's eye-hand coordination is doing a wonderful job here. These two now. Oh, I think that's out.
Whaley returns. And that'll be a wide, but it's going to make it past the keeper. Could be swept up on the boundary by Mullen. Duffy Mullen. Extras. You could ill afford them at this point.
Well, when you're only defending 110. Oh, that was tight. That was close. The umpire makes the signal of going to the third umpire. If you want, mate, we will replay it. I'm sure Niall will keep that replay for a little bit, and I'll show that again from a different angle. Not out, going down the leg side.
We should just make you the third umpire. Give you a blue shirt.
Send it.
Give you a light.
Give me a fee.
Yeah, give you a fee. We could sponsor. We get you a sponsor. You know.
I'm. Well, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Pembroke have picked up the second wicket with the score on 62. And it's Susie Whaley who's done it. And rather than rely on anybody else, she just decided to knock down the stumps.
Sometimes you gotta roll 8 the hard way. And there it is. Whaley comes back and a very close stumping. And we can go back and take another look. But let's take a look at the actual wicket. Or is this the stumping? No, that was the going down leg, not out. 3 replays and 3 balls here. You can see what's happening in there. A bit of encouragement going on in the center of that.
Oh, they're
Fantastic
good
to see.
smiles. They're always smiles.
Yeah.
For
Well,
the love of the game, as they say.
When you're smiling, Craig, the whole world smiles with you. There's the wicket there. No mistake as the bails fly off. But that stumping, I suspect. I'll wait for it. There's the wicket.
That's the wicket.
But I think that stumping, her foot may have been in the air. It wasn't. It
Well,
wasn't
it
that
was
the foot.
tight.
It
was
wasn't that the
tight.
foot was down and short. It was in the air. It was one
Yeah.
of those ones.
Well,
But those are very hard to call.
back live now. And Laura Cullen off to an absolute flyer. Ball down the leg side, dispatches it behind square on the leg side and picks up 4 runs straight away. Well, there's no hanging around there. And the runs required now, well, they're under 50. That's just a free hit.
Not for me, it isn't.
No, I'm not good at
I
those.
struggle with anything down the leg.
Yeah.
The baseball instincts kick in, and I just move, and I'm like, oh, ball 1. Nope.
This one, a full toss, no ball, and it's been hit for 4, and there will be a free hit after it as well, I suspect. And these runs required, they are going to drop and drop quickly now.
Yeah, Cullen reaches up and just twirls on that one. Sends it away for 4. And there will be a free hit at this level?
I
In this
don't know.
division?
I don't know. Maybe not.
It's blocked away by Cullen for no run. Yeah, up and down over for Whaley. Took the wicket, but then Cullen came straight in, knocked a boundary, and then knocked another with the no ball.
No run to be taken there. That is 9 done and 71 for 2. The Pembroke needed a wicket and Pembroke got a wicket. The score, comparable score, Pembroke was 70 for 2, Clontarf 71 for 2.
Well, but I think it'll all depend on if we see a wicket in this next over. Then it'll be comparable.
If we see 5 overs with 5 wickets,
Yeah.
again.
Well, I mean, we've all seen Stranger Things.
Indeed.
We've seen games of hide and seek go crazy. We've seen games come down to the last ball. We've seen 8 wickets in 8 balls. Is that right?
No. 8 wickets for 8 runs.
For 8 runs.
It's just the highlights package make it look like it's 8 and 8.
Right.
But if you watch the score at the bottom, it does change. But yes, that's Nick Stapleton's 8 for 8. That is available on the YouTube channel. I think it's marked as, if you search for Stapleton or even 8 for 8, you'll find that one.
Search for a ton of staplers. You'll probably find it. New bowler here, Duffy Mullen.
Well, I think this is a good move. Rosie Newman-Jones has been there since the start. She's got to 32.
This will be the one you want. You'll take either one, but this will be a good one to get.
Yep.
So we're waiting a little bit for a wicket keeper change.
It
And
could
some
be
new
that,
equipment.
It could be that there's a change of keeper and Izzy McLean will come on to bowl.
Right.
All this taking up valuable light and time. And I think time is the most important thing now. It's not a very big dark cloud.
That's not very big.
No. Well, that bat didn't sound good.
Yeah, it looks pretty big to me.
It's big enough to cover the ground for sure, but you can see it's brighter behind it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for, really. I mean, it might go for miles that way.
Duffy Mullen starts the 10th. Her first ball is cracked to the onside, but right into the hands of the fielder. Direct hit would have got her, but wasn't to be. Nice sound off the bat there.
Yeah, much darker now. The camera's not really showing quite how dark it is here. They always emphasize the light. Oh, a bit wide. Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. Recently rewatched Major League. Better than you remember.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a bit of inside edge there before it reached.
It's a good ball, though. Good areas, as they say, from Duffy Mullen.
Just
It did catch the bat and then
Yeah,
onto the
onto the
onto the
pads
leg.
then.
Yeah.
you can see Noel well wrapped up there.
Okay. Duffy Mullen finding her lock here.
Again, just going a little bit too wide. This one gets past the keeper. I think it's Anna Lynn who's taken on the gloves.
Yeah, you can see the swing that Duffy Mullen gets kind of from right to left on your screen. Just swung that little bit too much. She needs to find her starting point a little bit further on the leg side.
Better line from Duffy Mullen on this occasion. I'm just wondering about the walls for the gazebo.
Nah, it's not worth the effort. We can... Oh, you mean for the water, not for the cold.
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, I'm in my coat. Once I have this coat on, I tend to be okay.
Another wide there from Duffy Mullen, not quite getting her line right, as that's the shape of her ball away from the right-hander gets her into that, up against that wide line.
Clontarf needs 33 now from 63 deliveries, and the required rate is pi. How appropriate for an evening game.
What is your favorite pie?
It's snake and pygmy.
I mean a dessert pie.
Oh, well, today... Well,
Snake and kidney. You mean steak and kidney.
No, snake and pygmy.
Oh, got it. Yes. No, I mean dessert pie.
Well, I actually bought one today, Charlie.
Go on.
Rhubarb, blackberry and apple.
Hmm.
That's sitting at home waiting for me.
That
once
sounds
this
nice.
game is over. And home for my pasta, followed by a nice bit of pie.
It's a full evening right there.
Oh,
Cries of catch it. Played away to the fielder. Wasn't able to get hands to it as it falls to ground.
That's unfortunate.
I don't love rhubarb in a pie. I mean, it's filler. It's a bulk up.
Yeah.
You know, I just want more of the good stuff.
Apple pie would be my favourite, but these pies are really nice pies. And Amanda likes the rhubarb, so I'll share a rhubarb with her.
Catches a bottom edge for no run. I like a banana cream pie.
Yeah.
Graham cracker crust. Coconut cream pie.
Yeah.
Very fluffy and light.
Well, 10 overs gone. 81 for 2 is what is on the board. And that is the weather with the worm and how the worm has turned.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides lost wickets in the 3rd over. Both sides lost wickets in the 9th over. But the 10th over, well, that's very much Clontarf's, and that's where they've taken the lead on that worm.
Yeah, we'll see. We talked about wickets required. You see it right there on the worm. You see those 5 wickets right there in the center that flatten the worm right out.
There's the
And
weather
that's
we've
gonna be
been
the
talking
difference.
about.
Yeah.
And in fact, again, how a camera brightens things up. It's quite
Yeah.
amazing when Niall goes to the camera, to the cloud there. That cloud coming into shot looks a lot darker, more menacing.
So as you suspected, Izzy McLean, her first delivery is pulled down the leg side. Fielder heads for it, but isn't able to get there. That's going to run away for 4. McLean swapping the wicket-keeping equipment for...
The nursery end.
Yeah. You don't really swap for anything else.
It was.
Thank you for completing that thought.
The thought just went down into a cul-de-sac.
That train is still boarding at the station.
McLean getting a bit of turn back into the bat. Nice bit of fielding. And still plenty of encouragement. You see there, that does not look well.
No.
And then he does that.
Yeah, and then it
looks
zooms in,
better.
it gets the color. Yeah. Oh,
That's
lovely little
nicely
shot.
played.
Little poked away to back of point. Backwards point.
You
Third.
can see how late she made the decision to
Yes.
play that shot.
Yeah. I mean, the fielder was there for it, but it was a very smart shot, even though it didn't. It was a smart shot, even though it didn't execute.
You know it's cold when Brendan Ferris has a hoodie on.
Yeah, that's his fault, though. Put on some trousers, mate. Oh, an appeal for caught behind. Umpire with a shake of the head.
Anna Bill with the higher range appeal. She really does like her appeals. They do tend to shatter wine glasses.
Nice ball, but well dispatched to the leg side. Deep fielder's there, fires it in, hits the umpire, just gets slowed down. Just one run.
As if you'd ever see an umpire fielding a ball that's been thrown in from square of the wicket.
Oh, yeah.
Try and sweep another one round to the leg side. This time Cullen. Not to be. And that is the over up for McLean. 5 came from it. The score has moved on to 86 for 2.
I mean, other than the loosener, which was hit for the boundary, overall a good over for McLean. But it's not just dots that are required here, as we've said. Pembroke's bowling need to match Clontarf's performance with the wickets, and so far they're not piling them up the way they needed.
Well, it looks like the East Link will be crossed by a very happy Clontarf side. I met Wendy Pointer earlier, down to see her granddaughter Lily, who was bowling earlier and took 1 for 13 from her 2 overs.
Fantastic.
So she was listening. She was using us like TMS in the car, just radio only, no picture.
That's how I consume this broadcast. Nearly an edge there. Better delivery from Mullen. You see it kind of started on the off stump and then kind of jagged away.
Yeah, there's a good bit of movement there, just enough to take it past the edge of the bat on this occasion. Almost too much movement, but it's promising and it shows the potential that is undoubtedly there. Oh, this one again. Back coming across to it nicely, but then trying to play it without any body weight coming forward. Therefore, no power in the shot. The cloud has reached the outskirts of the Merrion Road now, I'd suggest. Now, Clontarf only need 24.
That's in the air. Fielder circles around, but just gets it on the bounce. Kind of fell into some empty turf behind the bowler as long on and long off, or mid on and long off converged.
Oh.
Mid off and long on. Yeah, whatever.
No, it's the way the ball came, just shot across the screen there in the middle of shot. You see this again. Right there. No, having to cut it off at
Lovely
exactly
shot,
the right time.
cracked away to the offside. I don't think anybody's going to get to that one. Beautiful. Cullen just waits. Oh, here
it is. You see it come into shot. It's a good ball again on the stumps. It's well bowled, but it's pulled around to square leg. Susie Whaley doing her usual patrol on that side. Emma Mullen does the railway side, and Susie Whaley does Michael Sharp corner and Cyril's way here.
That was beautiful. Cullen just rocks back, waits, and dispatches it past a diving inner fielder and a jogging outer fielder. Lovely shot. Reaches out again, doesn't make contact, but it gets past the keeper. They'll scamper through for 1. Call that a passed ball.
Just 18 more required now. Oh, that is the over up. So 17 required. 8 overs to get them in. And really this game now starting to look like it's only going one way.
Yeah, Pembroke running out of chances to take those wickets that they needed, barring a unique collapse.
Well,
It'll
I
seem
played
like
I
it'll
played
se-
for Pembroke for 40 years. It wouldn't be a unique collapse, trust me.
well, but on the part of another team is what I'm saying. It'll seem like a
yeah.
€2.30 well spent back across the toll bridge. That was wide enough there from Izzy McLean. I mean, that bridge, Craig. My goodness. That must be the most valuable, no thank you, most valuable 40 meters, 50 meters of bridge I've ever seen.
I was in school when it was being built.
Off the hands of the deep fielder. Lovely shot back over the head of the bowler. That'll go away for 4. You were in school when it was built.
Yeah, and we actually there used to be a ferry.
Oh.
It was a bloke in a rowboat, basically, with a motor on the back.
Was it free?
No, it was 5 pence.
Oh.
About 10 cents now.
I mean, I understand that Dublin City Council is never going to give up the revenue from that bridge, but my gosh, it must be among the most profitable bridges in the country. Not in the country, maybe even the world.
In fairness, they didn't build it. A private company built it.
Yeah, but they've
And
more
they-
than gotten their money back.
and collected tolls and made their money,
Yeah.
and then Dublin City Council spent about 38 million to buy it.
Yeah.
And you're quite right. It's basically a tax on cross city travel.
Yeah.
And if it's not the East Link, it's the West Link. And this one is hit out towards Cow, and the fielder has taken a fabulous.
Oh no. Oh. It
She's saying
seemed
she
like
didn't.
she did, but in a fine display of spirit, she very much said, "I didn't hang on to it." You know what? She dropped the ball,
Thank you.
but she hung on to her integrity, which I would argue is a better thing to keep in your hands. Yeah, maybe we'll get to see a replay at some point. We couldn't see from our angle, but she knew she dropped it, and she said it, and we take her for her word.
It hasn't gone yet. Well, that's a nice delivery from McLean, but nicely played away. Late choice of shot. Absolutely spot on. Yeah. Anna Sims doing the fielding, I think. So this is the ball. It's hit well out. She tries to set herself. She knows the rope is nearby. Ends up coming forward to it. And it just touched the turf. And I don't think anybody would have known. But her own conscience.
Well, that's
Her own
see
little
it.
Jiminy
You can
cricket.
see it pop out there. Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, fine sportsmanship. Immediately, not even attempting. She turned around to the umpire and said, "No, I haven't."
No,
got
I
it."
didn't catch it.
But that's the sort of person she is.
That's exactly the kind of person Vinchika is.
And now she's
Back to bowl.
And now she's brought on to bowl as well. Well, if you're not going to take the wicket by catching them, you might as well go and have a bowl and see if you can get the
Absolutely.
wicket that way.
Get it that way. Well, I'm almost out of time here. My taxi services are required in a basketball gym not far away. Nice ball from Shukla. Just on 3rd and a half stump. Slides right by.
Just 6 runs required now. No, I'm just taking one. Thank you.
Shorter clubbed away. Yes is called. Scamper through for 1. And now we are at 5 required.
Just the 40 deliveries.
That's how you tell how dark it is.
Yeah, scoreboard. Scoreboard always lights up
Mm.
in the dark.
Oh, lovely little touch there. Soft hands, you might say. She just guides it straight away. It's still rolling, but it will stop, and the fielder comes up with it. But they run the 2. And she makes her 50, Newman-Jones. Congratulations.
Well deserved.
Fantastic.
38 deliveries. Been there since the start. Not the biggest of totals to be chasing, so tough to get a half century.
Well, that's well done and patiently done and with a number of different shots. It's well deserved. She wanted to close out the game there, but McLean won't let her.
Well, 108 for 2 on the board. A game that Pembroke had opportunities in, weren't able to take the ones presented to them. And they're going to slip to defeat here. And it looks by... Oh, the umpire very generous there, I felt.
Yeah.
But then again, who wants to win on a...
I think maybe it would have been hitting the leg. She did stray over towards the stumps. It could have hit the leg rather than been behind the leg.
Quite possibly. Well, it's taken 14 overs. And that's exactly how many it's going to take as Clontarf get back for the second. They reach 110, which is their target. And they are victorious.
Well, Craig, thanks for having me.
No
thanks
problem,
for listening,
Johnny.
folks. I'll see y'all next time.
See you next time. So there you have it. Pembroke comes second in their 2-horse race tonight. Their 109, well, it was always unlikely to be enough, and thus it proved. We'll take you through the game. Clontarf won the toss, and they put Pembroke into bat. Emma Mullen got off to a good start and was joined by Shukla early on, and they had a half-century partnership, and at that stage, Pembroke were looking very good. 67 for 1 after 8 overs, but then the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th overs all saw wickets falling. You can see nobody else really getting in there, except maybe Anna Beale. It was a fine bowling performance by Clontarf, despite the early runs. They kept at their task and they kept going, and in the end Justine Blake came out shining brightest with 4 for 22. 2 for 17 for Katie O'Toole and 2 for 21 for Newman-Jones. And then Lily Pointer with her 2 overs came on and picked up a wicket. Fabulous to see. The figure I'm very impressed with, I have to say, is the extras here. Just 15 over 20 overs. I think that's a fine performance. So good performance in the field, and you can see why Clontarf said, do you know what, you go and have a bat. There is the Clontarf card. A lot of it, you don't know if they were coming in that order, but it doesn't really matter. Rosie Newman-Jones, she saw it from start to finish and got 52 off just 39 deliveries. And Laura Cohen came in and hit 4-4 to get herself started and went on to make 21 from just 17. 14 extras in those 14 overs, and that's a credit to the Pembroke seconds. And they don't need any more runs to win, having reached 110 at a good run rate. On the bowling side of things for Pembroke, well, not quite as bright, but 7 bowlers used all the way down. Nobody really going for double figures, but nobody really keeping it under a run a ball, apart from Anna Beale. Susie Whaley, 1 for 27, and Very Nickel, she took that early wicket, 1 for 14. A good game. We've enjoyed ourselves here. It's been a cold evening, but of course it is early May, and when you come down in the evening, it's always going to be a bit on the chilly side. There is the final picture of the evening as far as I'm concerned. I thank Niall, I thank Charlie for coming down to join us, and I thank Amanda, as always, for coming down. The cloud has arrived, but the rain has stayed away. No Dale cam required this evening. Next broadcast is yet to be decided. We'll wait and see. The Force are playing at home on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe one or both of those games may be covered. We'll see. So from me and everybody else here at Pembroke Cricket Live, thank you very much and good night.